if the line y is equals to root 3x cuts the curve x cube plus y cube plus 3xy plus 5x square plus 3y square plus 4x plus 5y minus 1 is equal to 0 at the points A, B, C. Then find OA into OB into OC. This is the question. See here, the line y is equal to root 3x cuts this curve. The line y is equal to root 3x will be of the form y is equal to mx. Therefore, it passes through the origin. Therefore, if you draw the rough diagram, so this is y-axis and x-axis. Suppose this is a rough diagram, not fair diagram. Fair diagram is not required also always. Suppose this is the curve, given curve. So this is the given curve. Suppose the line which passes to the origin. So the line which passes to the origin, that is y is equal to root 3x, intersect the curve at ABC. At ABC, that is, suppose this is the line, y is equal to root 3x line. Suppose this line intersect the curve at ABC. Suppose the curve is like this. Suppose this is the line. Oh, again 4 points. Suppose this is the rough diagram. Means this line intersect the curve at A, B, and C. These 3 points at A, B, C. So our line passes through what? Origin. Our line passes through origin. This intersect the curve at A, B, C. Then it is being asked to find OA distance into OB distance into OC distance. The product of the distances. Suppose OA distance is here fixed point is given, origin 0, 0, and this is the line y is equal to root 3x. This is y is equal to root 3x. Therefore, angle is also given indirectly. Therefore, slope is given. So tan theta is equals to what? Root 3. So tan theta is equal to root 3 is given. So what is the corresponding that implies for this one? So slope of the line tan theta is equals to root 3. Therefore, corresponding angle will be what? Tan 0, 0, tan 31 by root 3, tan 45, 1, tan 60 root 3. Therefore, theta is equal to what? 60 degrees. So 60 degrees, this one is given. So now we need to find OA, OB, OC. Means O is the fixed point. This is the distance, suppose R1 distance. Then A is the variable point. So at R2 distance, another variable point, that is B. At R3 distance, another variable point, C. Suppose OA, let OA distance be some R1, distance from base point to A, R fixed point to A. OB distance is R2 and OC distance is R3. Then it is being asked to find R1 into R2 into R3, that is OA into OB into OC. That is the question. Now, see, tan theta is given. We know the fixed point is 0, 0, tan theta is equal to root 3. Therefore, theta equal to 60 degrees. Therefore, here from the parametric equation of the straight line, variable points coordinates are what? H plus R cos theta and K plus R sin theta. So what you do is you find the variable point coordinates. Otherwise, we will write the parametric equation of the straight line. Therefore, x minus 0 by cos theta, here cos 60 degrees. I am writing y is equal to root 3x in parametric form. And y minus 0 by sine 60 is equal to some, take R. So R has the three different values, that is R1, R2, R3 based on the points ABC corresponding to A, R1 distance, corresponding to B, R2 distance, and corresponding to C, R3 distance. Now the variable points coordinates are what? X by cos 60 is 1 by 2. So Y by, sorry, this is 60 degrees. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2 is equals to R. Now the variable point coordinates are from this one, you will get X is equal to R by 2. From this one, you will get Y is equals to root 3 by 2 R. So these are the coordinates of A, R, B, R, C. That depends upon the distance for A, R1, for B, R2, for C, R3. Therefore, general point is this R by 2 comma root 3 by 2 R. So this point, either A, R, B, R, C, this point A, R, B, R, C lies on this curve. So this curve equation is what? This one. So this is the curve. This curve is x cube plus y cube plus 3xy plus 5x square plus 3y square plus 4x plus 5y minus 1 equal to 0. Now this lies on the curve. Therefore, it must satisfy the curve. So you take the curve. In that curve equation, you put x and y values. So this is a curve. So you put an x and values in this curve. Then what you get? This implies if you put on curve, in place of x, R by 2. Therefore, R by 2 whole cube plus y is root 3 by 2 R whole cube plus 3, x is R by 2, y is root 3 by 2 R plus 5x square is R by 2 whole square, 3y square, 3 root 3 by 2 R whole square plus 4x, that is 4 into R by 2 plus 5y, 5 into root 3 by 2 into R minus 1 is equals to 0. Now this implies this is R cube by 8 plus this is 3 root 3 R cube by 8 plus 3 root 3 by 4 R square plus 5 by 4 R square plus 9 root 3 square is 3, 9 by 4 R square plus 2R plus 5 root 3 by 2 R minus 1 is equal to 0. Now it's a cubic equation in R. So from first two terms, you take out R cube common, then what you get? 1 plus 3 root 3 by 8 into R cube plus from second and third and fourth term, you take out R square common. Then what you get? 3 root 3 plus 9 plus 5, that is 14 by 4 into R square plus from fifth and sixth term, you take out R common, that is 2 plus 5 root 3 by 2 times R minus constant is equal to 0. So it's a cubic equation in R. So it's a cubic equation in R. So therefore, cubic equation has how many real roots maximum? R1, R2, R3. Yes or no? So R1 is this distance. Already you have seen. R1 is this OA distance. R2 is OB distance. R3 is OC distance. In question, OA, OB, OC product is being asked. That is R1, R2, R3 is being asked. That is product of the roots is being asked. Therefore, product of the roots is what? Constant by leading coefficient. In quadratic equation, like quadratic equation, in quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. It has maximum how many real roots? X1, X2. Therefore, X1, X2 product of the roots is constant by leading coefficient. That is C by A. So, in cubic also the same thing. In detail, you will learn in quadratic equation. But time being, this knowledge is enough. Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. For this one, x1, x2, x3 are the roots. Product of the roots is constant, that is d by leading coefficient a. So same thing if you apply here. Here r1, r2, r3 is equals to what? Product of the roots r1, r2, r3 is equal to this minus 1 by 1 plus root 3 by minus 1 by 1 plus root 3 1 plus 3 root 3 by 8. Therefore minus 1 by 1 plus 3 root 3 by 8, that is equals to minus 8 by 1 plus 3 root 3. So this is the answer to this question, that is r1 into r2 into r3. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is the one more question on parametric equation of the straight line. So here the distances, that's why what you do is OA is distance, OB is distance, OC is distance. Therefore distance never be negative. That's why you take here mod. Therefore 8 by 1 plus 3 root 3. 1 plus 3 root 3. So you can further, if you need, you can further simplify it. Simplify means you can rationalize. That's your way. That depends upon the answer, how the answer is given. So you can multiply and divide with 3 minus root 3. Then what you get? 8 times 3 minus root 3 over, this is 3 plus root 3 into, not 3 minus root 3, 1 minus 3 root 3. Then a plus b into a minus b form. Therefore 27 minus 1. That is equals to what? 8 into 3 minus 3 root 3 by 26. Therefore 2 4 times, 2 13 times. Therefore answer is what? 4 by 13 into 3 minus 3 root 3 minus 3 root. Sorry, again 3 minus 3 root. I have written 1 minus 3 root. So this is application of parametric equation. The same question we can solve by taking without considering the parametric equation of the straight line also. By Cartesian method also we can solve this problem. So actually here we are studying the parametric equation of the straight line. That's why I have given the method 1 as this one. So alternate method also we have. Here I will not consider, in alternate method, I will not consider any thetas and r's. So method 2 is just Cartesian method only. So the same thing, the diagram is same. Directly y is equal to root 3x, intersect the curve. The curve is what? The same thing, x cube, this curve. So right. So the same, this curve, the y is equal to root 3 intersect this curve. Means you solve the curve and the line. Directly you substitute in place of y root 3x. Then what you get? X cube in place of y root 3x. Root 3x cube plus 3x into root 3 times x plus 5x cube, 5x square. 3 into y is equal to what? Root 3x square plus 4x plus 5 into root 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore x cube here 3 root 3 x cube plus 3 root 3 x square plus 5x square 9x square plus 4x plus 5 root 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. So here 1 plus 3 root 3 into x cube. So here x square common from 3 terms, that is 3 root 3 plus 5 plus 9x square plus 4 plus 5 root 3x minus 1 equal to 0. So this we got. So here same thing, the diagram will be same as before. Therefore, this is the curve. So it intersect the, sorry. So this is the line. The curve intersect, the line intersect the curve at ABC. Therefore, A coordinates are x1, y1 intersection points. B coordinates are x2, y2. C coordinates are x3, y3. Here, OA distance, OA, OB, OC is being asked. In question, the question is what? OA into OB into OC. OA distance is what? Under root of distance from origin to x1, y1. That is x1 square plus y1 square. Into OB is x2 square plus y2 square. OC is x3 square plus y3 square. This is the question. Now, but we know that, and x1, y1, x2, y2 satisfies this line. x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Therefore, y1 is equal to root 3x1, y2 is equal to root 3x2, y3 is equal to root 3x3. Because x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3 lies on the line. Therefore, in place of y1, you put this root 3x1 in this one. So x1 square plus root 3x1 square into x2 square plus root 3x2 square into x3 square plus root 3x3 square. So now this is equals to x1 square plus 3x1 square into x2 square plus 3x2 square into x3 square plus 3x3 square. So this is nothing but 4x1 square into 4x2 square into 4x3 square. This is our question. We convert into a single variable. So now this is nothing but 2x1 into 2x2 into 2x3. That is 8x1, x2, x3. This is the question. So x1, x2, x3 are the roots of this cubic equation. x1, x2, x3. So here product of the roots is c by a, similar to previous one. Here x1, x2, x3. Product of the roots is c is what? -1 by a is 1 plus 3 root 3. So you put this x1, x2, x3 over here. Then our required result is what? 1 plus 3 root 3 -1. Therefore, distance has never been negative. Therefore, if you take the modulus of this one, then 8 by 3 root 3 plus 1. The same answer we got as previous. Clear this method also? See, what is
Yes,
the advantage? Yes, if you observe the parametric already initially in parametric equation, I told you what is the advantage of parametric equation. In parametric equation, with less number of variables, we can solve the problem. Yes or no? Here only with less number of variables, we can solve the problem. Here parameter is only what? R is the parameter. So R1, R2, R3, 3 distances are there. But here, if you come to the Cartesian, there are how many parameters are there? How many variables? x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Here x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Here 6 variables. Here R1, R2, R3. Only 3 variables. That's why if you solve the problem with the parametric equation, it is easier in most of the cases. Always parametric is advisable.